or the Sharks? Let's see who pulls it out on this one here. Welcome back for those of you who caught the last broadcast, which was the Stormers on the road against the Lions, stinking up the place. The Lions moving up the ranks here. Well done on the part of the Lions. But will the Bulls get it done here at Loftus? We'll see. Welcome back. Once again, Chris in Western Pennsylvania, not in Central Pennsylvania, here for this match today. So we're waiting to get started on this one. Just a few minutes. Let me give you the lineups for this game. The Bulls at home at Loftus Versfeld, and they will be playing David Creel at fullback, Sebastian de Klerk on the right wing, Keenan Moody and Harold Forster in the center, Kurtley Arnsey on the left wing. Let me take a look and see if we've actually got sound on this, because I don't see anybody chatting. Let me set this for live chat. There we go, live chat. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Content. Live. Takes a moment to get to all this, and let's go to the studio. There we go. All right. So, am I even broadcasting? There we go. A little slow to catch up. Am I broadcasting? Oh, there we go. All right, cool beans. All right, we're good to go. Just double checking there, folks. Okay. Got it. Welcome back to the program. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. So back to the lineup here. So Kurtley Arnsey on the left wing. Andre Pollard is the fly half. The scrum half is Ambrose Papier. Nazim Kauri, wearing number 8 jersey. Elric Lowe, 7. Marcel Coetzee, 6. The locks are Ruan Nordkia and Ruan Vermaak. In the front row, Mornay Smith, Jan Hendrik Vezels, and Alutu Shakweni. Off the bench, Marco van Staden, Steve Satole, Vilko Lowe, Kobus Wiese, Jean-Andre Rudolph, Paul Devet, Willy Leroux, and Stravino Jacobs. That's off the bench for the Bulls, who are at home. For the Sharks, Yaku Williams, the youngster, gets the start at fullback. Ed will find him out on the right wing. Lorenzo Julius. Donald Trump just posted a video. The United States has attacked Iran. For those of you who haven't caught the news, that has taken place. U.S. has gone into attack Iran. And Iran, in retaliation, has struck 5 Middle Eastern countries. It's insane. The mullahs have they've overestimated their ability to pull this off. So they've attacked Jordan, Bahrain, Qatar. Yep. Yeah, they've struck across the region. Insane what's happening. Excuse me. So Lorenzo Julius and Andre Esthuizen, who's the captain, are in the center. Makazole Mapimpi on the left wing. Jordan Hendricks at the fly half. Jaden, his brother, at the scrum half. Pepsi Boutelese, Vincent Chuchuka, Tino Mavacera, Emile Van Heeren, Jason Jenkins, Vincent Koch, Edwin Swart, and Oxen Che. And where's my game at? Why is the game not started? Is this game supposed to start at 10 o'clock? And there's no game. What's going on here? I have no game. Oh my gosh. Are we going to play this game again with these idiots? Oh, I have no feed. I have a feed, but it's just blank. Nothing's happening. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, what other games are supposed to be on now? Connacht versus Glasgow. Let me see if that's open. What is this sign up crap? I'm already signed up. So, what is going on with my provider? There's nothing here. Somebody must have fallen asleep. The Connacht game is also not on right now. Okay, Connacht just came on. 3 minutes in, so... No, we're not speaking about that. I'm just killing some time here. And Connacht and Glasgow. Glasgow about to score, but they've been held up at the goal line here. Our game, there's no feed. Someone needs to wake up at Flow Rugby and get their job done. Someone's asked me earlier from Erie, can I watch this stuff? I said, well, that's the problem. If they show the damn games, Connacht holds them up the try line. Yep. And so, still waiting for the storm. They pull this crap all the time, and it really pisses me off. So I can't get to the game I want to watch. All right, so I left off with Emile Van Heeren, Jason Jenkins, Vincent Koch, Edwin Swart, and Oxen Che. Off the bench, Fez Mbata, Pato Ganyane, Hanru Jacobs, Corne Raw, Thomas Dye, Ross Brode, Sia Masuko, and Yal Penke. The referees, Morning Ferreira, assistants Griffin Colby, and Jonathan Lottering. The TMO's Quint Immelman. And I do not have the game. Oh, is it delayed? Okay, thank you for that, Mike. I didn't know that. So there's no mention. They don't tell you that. They haven't even put the feed up. All right. In the meantime, we'll give you some bonus coverage here. Connacht in Glasgow. Decent sized crowd as Connacht has the ball. Yeah, well, I'll talk about the Iran thing. Yeah, so Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi live on NBC News as internet remains down from the majority of Iran. He says Iran may have lost one or two commanders and that the supreme leader is alive as far as he's aware. Iranian outlets have denied that a number of Iranian official commanders have been killed, including the present commander-in-chief of the army. President Trump is now calling for regime change in Iran. Crowds outside the Iranian embassy in London. Long live Iran, long live Israel, were bellowed out by buoyant Iranians carrying the Shah's photograph. Wow. In support of the U.S. and Israel attack. I've seen no evidence of Israel. Keir Starmer says Iran can end this now. Yep. So, yeah, this is interesting as it unfolds. Trump has appealed to the Iranian people to take over your government. U.S. and Israel launched a major attack on Iran today, with U.S. President Trump called on the Iranian public to seize control of your destiny by rising up against Islamic leadership that has ruled the nation since 1979. Strikes opened a stunning new chapter in U.S. intervention in Iran. It marked the second time in 8 months the Trump administration has used military force against the Islamic regime. Okay, so it's raining. Sharks by 25. Well, the problem is there's no game at the moment, so I've got no feed. But back to the Connacht game, 5 minutes, 38 seconds into that contest, and it looks like Glasgow has the ball. Is that midfield? Yeah, it's in midfield. This artificial turf, I hate this stuff. Like I said, good crowd there, sunny day. When that ball bounces, oh, Glasgow knocks it on inside the 22. Shame. Now it's knocked on the other way, so, yep. All right, what other games we got here? Glasgow. That's going to be it for this competition. The rest are other competitions. Yep, so 2 games on at the moment, but 1 not playing apparently, and that is the game in Loftus. No feed. No feed. Anyway, back to where I was at. So, some of the first strikes appeared to hit areas around the offices of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini. Iranian media reported strikes nationwide. Smoke could be seen rising from the capital. It wasn't immediately clear whether the 86-year-old was in his office at the time of the strike. Hours after the strikes, Iran's Parliamentary Revolutionary Guard said it launched the first wave of drones and missiles targeting Israel. The military said it was working to intercept incoming missiles. President Trump justified military action by claiming that Iran to continue to develop its nuclear program and plans to develop missiles to reach the U.S. Trump also listed grievances stretching back to the beginning of the Islamic Republic. Excuse me. Egypt's top diplomat discussed the military escalation in the Middle East with his counterparts in several regions and European countries, including Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Germany, and France. Folks, if you're just tuning in, the game in Loftus apparently is delayed by a rainstorm. We have no game there, but at the moment, so we are checking it on the Connacht and Glasgow game, which is 0-0 at the moment. Glasgow with the ball 7 minutes into the contest. So let's see what Trump had to say. I'll read to you what President Trump said. A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly engage the United States. Our troops are based overseas and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of Americans hostage for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved in the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as the U.S. naval and commercial vessels and international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. That is President Trump's statement. From Lebanon to Yemen to Syria and Iraq, the regime has harmed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it is Iran's proxy Hamas that launched a monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens in the street as they protested. You take the WhatsApp video call between 3 and 4 days. I don't know if I can, Mad Max. We'll see. I'll be with the Oosthuizens. Why 3 to 4? What's the time of that? Why not at any time I'm available? Okay. Anyway, he said, it's always been a policy in the United States, in particular my administration, this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again, they can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them to never resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. And again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil, but Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions. Let me check in. Still no game, still a rain delay, and still a scoreless game in Connacht as the ball bounces into touch. It is now 9:46 expired in that game, and a break in the action. The clock has stopped at 9:48 as one of the front rowers gets treatment for Glasgow. Wearing these powder blue uniforms today. They'll have a line out. Connacht. 78% possession for Glasgow, 97% territory, and they haven't scored. Wow. They have not scored. Oh, there's a Bry. Okay, gotcha, Max. Okay, that's why. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I didn't know what I mean, I didn't know what you're getting at. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce nuclear weapons. We can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempt to rebuild the nuclear program to continue developing long-range missiles can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe. Our troops stationed overseas could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We're going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally obliterated again. We're going to annihilate their navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces, and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. We will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration. There's no military on earth that can even close to the power, strength, and sophistication. My administration is taking every possible step to minimize the risk to the U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. Excuse me. That often happens in war. But we're not doing this for now. We're doing this for the future, and it's a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that with this help, men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail. And we still, we got a feed. We got a feed. Okay, finally. We finally got a feed. Okay, back to rugby. Back to rugby. I see people left. Be patient, folks. Okay, so looks like they're running off the pitch here. Decent crowd, but not a great crowd on hand. So we're ready to get started for rugby. That's good news. Let's get a little concerned about the rugby. Not going to happen there. Guppies are better. You can at least look at them. Hey, Ian, what's going on? Bulls head coach Johan Ackerman. May be very slippery out there as it was raining just before the match. We're getting a late start here now, about quarter after the hour. So the Sharks in town. Let's take a look at the standings now if they've been updated with the Lions' victory. So the Lions want to have 33 points on the log. They did not get a bonus point victory. The Lions have 33. So they're 8 points ahead of the Bulls. The Bulls cannot catch them. The Bulls cannot, even with a bonus point victory, the Bulls can only get to 30 points, so they cannot advance today. But they can be knocked back. No, they can't. The Osprey have already played 11 games. So the Bulls are going to stay in 8th place regardless of win or loss today. The Sharks, however, are at 24 points just behind the Bulls. The Sharks can overtake the Bulls and get into playoff position. The Bulls could fall with the Sharks. Even though the Sharks have played one more game, they would move ahead of the Bulls temporarily. So the Bulls need to win this game if they want to stay in playoff position. But the Sharks, who are in the basement, now find themselves in 10th position. It's quite a move up the log for a team with a losing record. Virginia State's crying, the Trump making war, very blue state. Well, it was a red state. All right, so here come the Sharks out on the pitch at Loftus. Yanni Shamangi and Matthew Pierce doing the call from Loftus. Let me get a drink here, folks. Cooler. Got a fridge here, but I was so tired last night I didn't even put anything in the fridge. There we go. Got myself iced tea. It's still cold in here. There we go. Bulls now coming out. Keenan Moody, Harold Forster, David Creel. Here they come running out of the pitch, led by Marcel Coetzee, the captain. I presume, since he came out first. Moved to Denver. Is that Sia Khaleesi out on the pitch? Look like Khaleesi standing out there in civilian clothes. The pitch is wet as we go out. Morne Ferreira is the official. Griffin Colby, Jonathan Lautering, and the TMO is Quentin Immelman. Yeah, how's the Daisies game going? Let me check in on that. Let's see what's going on in the Daisies game. Is it over? Well, it has to be over because they were playing on this pitch. See what the final was. Oh, okay. Maybe they post. Oh, I saw the Storm coming. Yeah, that's from the Daisies match. Yeah. They had a big break in action. Okay, so I don't know if the Daisies won. All right. We're underway. Ball's kicked by Pollard, taken by the Sharks on the high ball. 8 seconds into the contest here now. Let me put a score up on this really quickly. Hendrickson sends it high. And there's an advantage here for the Bulls. I don't know if it was a knock-on advantage. I missed that. So Ambrose to dig it out from the ruck. They're going to kick it away. So I'm guessing it's a knock-on advantage. Ball's kicked high into the air. It's going to go about 12 meters. And it's caught there and then lost backwards by the Bulls. Keenan Moody lost it, but the Bulls retained possession. And the ball's kicked out to the wing. Beautiful kick. Had to wait for it. Out there was Curtly Arnsay. Arnsay dances. Picks up a few more meters. And then doesn't release the ball. Penalty. Yep. That's a good turnover there. Lorenzo Julius gets in there and wins the penalty. Well done by Julius. Minute 15 seconds into the contest now in Hendrickson. Curtly Arnsay didn't place that ball. So he gets called. A lot of people in town today. Ooh. Jordan Hendrickson kicked it straight into touch. So that's going to come right back for the Bulls. What a break for the Bulls after Arnsay gets caught. Have an injury, the clock is stopped. 1:42. It's a bit early to get injured. I didn't bring my Sharks jersey. The Sharks jersey's at home. Brought the flag. All right. Origins week. Players wearing their varsity socks. Good sized crowd here, folks. The pack weight's 908 for the Bulls, 882 for the Sharks. Our first scrum of the game. Crouch. Bind from the Sharks' 10-meter line. Set. Good microphone for Morne Ferreira. I can hear it quite well. And this scrum is unstable, so he's going to reset it. Going to reset the scrum. .238 into the contest. Nothing. Early days. So the east side of the stadium actually has quite a few people in it for this game. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ambrose puts it in the pipe, brings it up very quickly. The Bulls now working the ball across the pitch. There's space out here. Creel kicks it forward. The chase is on. And de Klerk can't get there. Yaku Williams gets it dragged down from behind, then knocked down by the Sharks. Picked up. What's the call? 13 blue. Offside. Called against Kane and Moody. In front of the kicker. Ooh, I didn't see that. Didn't see that. He was on the other side of the pitch. Respect the mark. So, I don't think he ever showed the mark. Ball's kicked down the pitch. Into touch. Sharks will have ball in the Bulls' territory. 3 minutes, 57 seconds. It looks like we're going to be okay for weather the rest of the way. Let's check into that Connacht game. 18:36. It's a scoreless game, and Connacht is driving now deep in Glasgow territory. If Glasgow loses this, wow, that'd be great. Love to see Glasgow lose. Come on, Connacht. Connacht is terrible. Connacht has 3 wins and 7 losses, but they're holding their own against Glasgow right now, which is 9-2. Stormers got nothing from their game today. Line out goes deep. It's caught by the Sharks, but it's not straight. It was challenged by the Bulls, so it's going to be a turnover. Challenged by the Bulls. Bad job there by Edwin Swart throwing that in. So, scrum to the Bulls. Oh, that's not even close to being straight. Norkia went up. Quite frankly, I think people should always challenge the line out. Charles says the Bulls will make it easy. Charles. Yeah, it looks like the rain has come and gone. All right, thanks, folks, for tuning in. Appreciate you all being here. It is now, we have a bigger audience for this than we had for the Stormers. Wow. 5 minutes into the contest. Morning Ferrer talking to the teams. There'll be a scrum to the Bulls. Okay, here we go. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ambrose puts it in. And out the back comes for Nazim Carr. Kicked down the pitch by Creel. Caught at the 22 by Edwil Fundameva for the Sharks. Kicks it high into the air. Yaku Williams gives chase. And it's lost by Nazim Carr. Knocked backwards twice. Still knocked backwards and picked up finally by Marcel Coetzee, it looks like. So the Bulls have possession. Sloppy ball handling there, but the Bulls retain possession. It wasn't Coetzee. Call to use it. Ambrose Papier trying to get some phases here in the middle of the pitch. Driven backwards by the Sharks. Ball's available. Call to use it again. Kicked over the top. Just got that away. Didn't go very far. Ball bounces up. Oh, Kane and Moody knocks it on. Sharks have the ball. Oh, ball stolen, then kick forward. Knock on against the Bulls. So I thought originally. They let that play out for a long time with a knock on. 6:43 in the game. Excuse me. Actually, I disagree on watching the replay. It wasn't knocked forward by Kurtley Arnsay. He knocked it backward. Then it was knocked backward the other direction by the Sharks. So I disagree with this call. It should be this Bulls ball. Just advising the scrum half about moving once he's put the ball in play. Connacht didn't score on that other side. Yeah, just giving away possession. Bind. Set. Whistle blows. They're going to reset the scrum. 7:42 gone in this one already, folks. Even though we started late. 8 minutes off the clock now. Excuse me. All right, so crouch, line, set. Early engagement by the Bulls results in a free kick to the Sharks. Jan Hendrik Vessel's mouthing something off there. It goes inside the 22. Mark taken by Henri Pollard. Players retreat back now behind Pollard. Here's a kick. He sends it in a touch. Going to be a Sharks line out just short of midfield. A few Sharks fans up in the stands at Loftus. They're in there, sprinkled in here and there. Possession, 67% possession for the Bulls. Territory, 78%. Nothing to show for it thus far. Yeah, that far east side of the stadium is pretty darn full. It's impressive. Must be a big crowd at Loftus today. 9:34 in the game. Here's the lineup. Edwin Swart. He goes deep. This one's successful. Ooh, boy, the Bulls got there for the tackle. Kick down the corner. Esterhuizen with a 50-22. Andre Esterhuizen. Was it a 50-22 or just a great kick? No, I guess it's not a 50-22, but a great kick by Esterhuizen bounces in a touch. So Bulls line out 10 meters from the try line. It's a great kick. Here's the line out. The Bulls go deep. They've got it. Albrecht low, and then Marcel Coetzee breaks away with the ball. The back of his jersey looks like it's been torn. I can see his back through the number. Call to use it. Ambrose going to kick this from inside his 22. He does. Sound like a handgun on it. But it found touch. Where's the mark going to be? That's a hell of a kick. Regardless where the mark is from the official, that was a hell of a kick. And it goes to the other side of the field. That's incredible. So Marcel Coetzee, look at his jersey was ripped in the back. Excuse me. Sharks line out. Their own 48-meter line, 47-meter line. It's hit by the Bulls and knocked on. Vincent Koch, Tino Mavacera, tackled. Jaden Hendrickson will kick this away. He does. High into the air, down around the 36-meter line. Up in the air goes to Clerc. He can't get it. It's knocked on. Sharks have a knock-on advantage. Uh-oh. Knock on by the Sharks on the ground. Pimpy's got a wry smile on his face. Yep. Better break foot, they're saying. Connick is actually leading 3-0 in that game. 12:40 out of our game now with a late start. Bulls, Sharks knotted up at 0-0. It was pouring just a little while ago at Loftus. Crouch. Connacht is still leading 3-0. 27 minutes into that game. Yeah, down the sideline goes De Klerk. De Klerk with a nice carry up to almost midfield for the Bulls. He got an advantage for not releasing the tackle. Bulls are playing an advantage now. Well, they've thrown the ball away, and it's picked up back there by Kane Moody, who's dancing around. Moody doesn't quite get back to where everything started. No clear release, and here's the penalty over here. So the Bulls will kick down the pitch for some advantage here, some space. Here comes Pollard. Doesn't find touch. My goodness. He left it. He had it left it 5 meters in the field. What a stupid mistake that was. David Creel with a nice move. He kicks it forward to himself. And Hendrickson fields it, not Creel. And a counter ruck coming from the Bulls. Chuka with the carry now up to the 10-meter line. With Pollard squandered a great scoring opportunity there. And there's Pepsi Buthelezi being driven backwards by Elric Lowe. He's just buried there. Counter ruck coming from the Bulls. Ball's available. Clearance kick from inside, from the 22. Jordan Henderson. De Klerk comes down with that one. Fights off Mapimpi, gets over midfield, tackled there. Ball's available. Papier comes to the near side. He's got Elric Lowe, who finds Harold Forster, cuts back inside. Forster, back to Kane Moody. Kicks it over the top. Will he get there? Oh, no. He got it. Kane Moody got the try. No way. Wow. That was incredible. Incredible play by Kane Moody right there, folks. Unbelievable. As the Bulls get a try. Brilliant work, chip and chase. Great work here by the Bulls. And it all started with Harold Forster. Back to Kane Moody, chip and chase. He chased his own. And he set himself up. And then the Sharks dove both ways. And they split themselves, went opposite directions. They tripped each other. Wow, they fell over each other. It was Mavasiri and somebody else tripped over each other. And so the Bulls get a try early on. 15:40 off the clock. Here goes Pollard for the conversion. What a try. That was epic. He missed it. How did he miss it? What a game. It's insane. 5-0. Wow, unbelievable. That was a Christmas gift for Kane Moody. It was a great effort on his part, but the Sharks players tripped each other. Excuse me. "16 minutes in. Cornet Rawl comes down with the ball on the restart. And the Sharks have it on the front foot now, deep in Bulls territory. Pepsi Buthelezi runs into a brick wall. Ball comes loose. Oxenche, he gets buried. Boy, the Bulls defense is stout at the moment inside the 22. Jenkins. Bulls trying to stop them here. Pepsi Buthelezi with another carry. He's stopped. Nazim Carr rolls backwards. Outside to Cornet Rawl. Ball's available. Hendrickson keeps crying that someone's playing with the ball, but he's not. He's going to get himself in trouble here. Edwin Swart tackle. Sharks trying to work their way through. Oh, they knock it on. Now the Bulls have it. Kane Moody tried to kick it. It's a knock-on advantage. He tried to kick it and he missed it. Oof, man. Bulls leading 5-0. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in that Connacht game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17:49 in the first half. Let me check in an iconic game. 17: Christian says Sharks forever, win or lose. What's going on in this Glasgow game? Looks like did Connacht score a try? I can't see. I think Connacht scored a try. It looks like they did. But they're reviewing it. $18-26 now in the first half. About a 6-meter scrum for the Bulls. Now possession is swung in favor of the Sharks 57% and territory 67%. Nazim Carr, HIA. So who comes in for Nazim Carr? Jean-Andre Rudolph, probably. It is Jean-Andre Rudolph. He comes in the game at 18:45. Nazim Carr head off the pitch to get a head injury assessment. Checking out of the game. So apparently that try was overturned. Connacht didn't get it. Maybe it was held up. I don't know. Crouch. Bind. Set. 19 minutes into it. The Bulls put in there Ambrose to dig it out of the back. He does. He goes to the near side. And Pollard kicks it down the pitch. He finds touch. Excuse me. 19-20 in the first half. Bulls leading 5-0. And that try was disallowed. Connacht didn't score. So they're at 31 minutes now in the first half. 3-0 still. Hendrickson comes over the sideline. Excuse me. Oh. Not enough sleep last night. Thanks to all the folks that are here. Almost 80 of you. Appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind. Here's the line out for the Sharks. Swart will throw it in. Not challenged by the Bulls. It's straight. Mavasiri to Hendrickson to Andre Estez. And Julius is tackled. It's a knock-on. What a hit by Harold Forster. So the Sharks knock it on. Yeah, stripped out of there by Harold Forster. Scrum to the Bulls. Win prediction 73% for the Bulls, 23% for the Sharks right now, with a 4% prediction on a draw. Interesting. Stormers are going to finish bottom of the Shield here. Unbelievable. Fine. Set. Coming to the near side, Kane Moody kicks it down the pitch. It's going to bounce inside the 22. Picked up down there by Yaku Williams, who gets it over to Julius. Julius, oh, Harold Forster grabs him by the jersey, won't let him go. He gets tackled, but the Sharks have the ball in their own territory. Call to use it already. The ball's dirty. Got stains on Oxenche with a carry. Marcel Coetzee in on the tackle. Hendrickson taking a long time to clear this. Here's the kick over the top. Doesn't go very far. It gets knocked backwards by the Bulls. Picked up by Pollard. Oh, Papier nearly broke through. Pollard. Creel. I don't know what he's doing there. He tried to run through the traffic. Nothing doing. Bulls retain possession for the moment. Ball's available. Trapped. Can't get out. No, so Edwin Swart couldn't get out. But come back for the knock-on. Oh, excuse me. 22 minutes, 37 seconds off the clock. Yeah, so there's a possibility here for the Sharks to actually surpass the Bulls. It's scrum to the Bulls. They're 45-meter line. 23 minutes into the contest. Clock is restarted. Crouch. Bind. Set. And they'll reset the scrum. Marcel could see a bit of dirt on his back there. It's jersey stain. Warner Ferrer says they don't have stability. They're head on head. Guys in the front row look a little bit tired on both sides. The only one looks fit is Ox and Shea. Going to reset. Crouch. Bind. Set. Chandra Ruda picks it up quickly out of there. Go to the far side of the pitch. Pick and go by Jean-Andre Rudolph. He gets a meter or two. Oh, that ball got popped up in the air. Oh, Marcel could see a great job holding on to it. Vincent Kalk is entered from the side. No call. Ruan Fermac hit hard in the backside. My goodness. Good job holding on to the ball. Boy, Creel had to reach back and catch that ball with one hand from behind his back as it was thrown behind him. Kane and Moody to Jean-Andre Rudolph. Jean-Andre Rudolph to Courtney Arnsey. Arnsey found some space. He pushes Hendrickson back. Tino Mavacera has him. And now they drive forward. The tackle's made just outside the 22. Marcel Coetzee not held the tackle. Tackled again. Ballard gets his own kick. Drives inside the 22. Bulls got something going here now. A little bit of pressure on the Sharks. They go through the wing to Courtney Arnsey, waiting for it. He picks up another 10 meters, and then Jean-Andre Rudolph picks up a meter or two. Bulls down there in the red zone. Marcel Coetzee carries. He's tackled. Ambrose Papier back this way to Vasels. Vasels. Kane Moody now. He's tackled. Sharks. Oh, there's a push from the side. And we got a player down back here at the 22 getting treatment. Pollard kicks it to the wing, but he's got to wait over here as DeClerc. He cuts back inside. He's going to get in. The Bulls have scored again. What a great kick. What great patience by Sebastian DeClerc. Sebastian DeClerc. 26-16. What great patience to wait for the ball and then go inside. And he went around Yaku Williams and it outbeat Mapimpi for the corner. Sharks player's been down for a long time at the 22. Cannot see who it is, but they've got the card out there. I can't tell who it is. It's not Mapimpi or Yaku Williams because they were over there on the play. Still waiting to see who the player is. Medical team is rolling him. Is that Hendrickson? Could that be Hendrickson? They've given him oxygen. It is Jaden Hendrickson. What happened to him? I didn't see what happened to him. So he'll be replaced by Ross Brody. Still waiting for the kick here while we got this injury. Golf cart's out there. They've stabilized him on a board, given him an oxygen mask. Ross Brody has come into the game now for the Sharks. Brody comes onto the pitch. Oh, that's right. He played for Canada. Forgot about that. Boy, it's taken a long time to get him off the pitch. Oh, he dove at a tackle. He hurt his shoulder. Yeah, Hendrickson dove, tried to take down Jan-Henrik Vesels. I think it's shoulder. I think it's his shoulder. Oh, yeah, he tried to get up and he just rolled over. Yeah, it just missed the tackle. I'm not sure what the injury is. It's hard to say what the injury is watching the replays, but I thought he grabbed his shoulder when he went down, but maybe that's not what it is. Maybe he got a concussion. Who knows? Okay, they're going to lift up the stretcher now, finally. So Jaden Hendrickson leaves the game at 26:52. Another delay in this game. A lot of delays. The Connacht game ought to be at halftime by now. It is at halftime. Let's go back and see what the score is. A lot of medical personnel on the pitch right now for this. Looks like it ended at 3-3. Or 3-0 in the half, yep. Okay, so Hendricks is finally being wheeled off the field. So now we're waiting for the conversion kick finally. I mean, that was a long time to ice out the kicker, although that wasn't the intent. But now Pollard, they should have let him kick and then had the delay. Don't understand that. So the clock is ticking. Now we have the conversion attempt. Tough kick from the corner. Here's the kick. He's going to miss that one too. Yep. 10-0. Wow, he missed again. Wow. Bulls 10-0. Here's a restart. Down to the 22. And Norkia came down with a great job securing that ball under a lot of pressure. Taken back inside the 22. Didn't look to me like he was taken back, but I'll take his word for it. Embus kicks it over the top. Ball bounces backwards by the Sharks. Edwin Fundamental looking for corner. It's a nice kick. Wow. That's a brilliant kick. Oh, boy. 28 minutes. Edwin Fundamental, nice kick. 84 appearances. Huh. 5-meter line out for the Bulls. Far side of the pitch here at the throw. It's challenged. Norkia to Vermaak comes down with it. There's Pollard from the try zone, kicks it into touch, and the mark will be out beyond the 22. Charles left, and he's back now. While you left, they scored another try. 29 minutes now. Edwin Swart with a line out here. Line out by Swart. And it's stolen by the Bulls. Norkia in the air. Oh, Nizam Carr, is he back? Nizam Carr is back. Oh, Harold Forster up the middle. There's no defenders. He's got help. He dumps it back inside. Can they outpace? It's Ambrose Papier all the way. Try to the Bulls. Woo! The Bulls are running rampant in Pamplona. Woohoo! Ambrose Papier. What a brilliant job by the Bulls. Harold Forster once again gets it all going. Another picks up a lot of space here. Or was that Pollard? I think that was Forster, but maybe it was Pollard. Another try for the Bulls. He's smiling as he comes down. It was Forster. Wow. It's given a few mulligans. Well, that's 3 mulligans. It's 75% of the way to the bonus point. Now, can Pollard make a kick for once? He's missed 2. He got that one. 17. Harold Forster is such an underrated player. He should be a Springbok. Ambrose Papier was laughing as he scored. Bulls leading 17-0, approaching halftime. Here's the kick over the top by Ambrose. Oh, Kurt Leonce loses it. The Sharks have it. Yaku Williams to Jordan Hendrickson. Hendrickson. Nazim Carr has him. Tackled. 45-meter line ruck for him. Ross Brody digs it out. Julius with a carry. Brody, the Canadian national. Tino Mavasera, the Zimbabwean. Kicked high into the air by Jordan Hendrickson. He's going to come down around the 30-meter line. Caught there by Kurt Leonce. He's taken down by Mapimpi. Ambrose digs it out. Norkia tackled. Here comes a box kick from Ambrose Papier. Kicks it over the top. Down to about the 10-meter line. Yaku Williams over to Hendrickson. Over to Edwin Fondamo. Dances to the near side. Throws it back inside to Lorenzo Julius. Bulls over top the ball. Did they get the counter ruck? They've won the ball. Brilliant work. Sebastian de Klerk. Creel. Oh, went through the hands and picked up by Marcel Cusia right out of midair. Bulls retain possession. They're going the opposite way. Oh, nice carry here. For Mock. Oops. And Ambrose Papier. My goodness. Play slows down. Creel. Playing scrum half. Over to Marcel Cusia. Bounces off the first tackle. Carries it forward. Side entry by the Sharks, but no penalty call. Call to use it. Ambrose Papier high into the air, near side, down inside the 10-meter line. De Klerk goes up, back off blue, picked up by Nazim Carr, and he's got it back. Here come the Bulls again. Norkia tackled on the far side. Ball stripped out. Sharks have it. Ball still live. Everybody's kind of standing around to go outside. Mapimpi cuts back inside. Makazone Mapimpi. The official played obstruction there. Oh, and the tackle's made there. Lovely by Norkia and Framak, the two locks who take him down. Vincent Koch, his first carry. Match fixing. I'm sorry, Fonz. No match fixing here. I can call match fixing the last two games against the Stormers. Ross Brody kicks it over the top. Taken by Creel at his 36-meter line. He comes up. He gets around Oxen Che. Oh, hands it off to Vessels, who loses it forward when he gets tackled. And there's a kick into touch. Wow. Guys are gassed after that phase of play. That sequence ran for a long time. Oh, drop back here by Mapimpi. Oh. Makazole and Mapimpi dropped the ball. So Mapimpi gets a knock on. I'd like to see that. I didn't know he knocked it. I thought it went backwards, but they're not showing the replay. So we got a player down the pitch, back on the other side of the field. Offies. Churchill boys. Orange's weekend wearing their heritage socks. Great college. Bolon Agriculture. Boy, he's got it down pretty good. He knows all the socks. $35-12 in the first half. Clock has been stopped for a while. Now we're ready for a scrum finally. Crouch. Fine. And the whistle blows. Didn't even get to engage. 35-31, clock ticking now. Going to reset the scrum. Got to have a consistent setup. So Morning Ferrer blew the whistle. Going to reset it. $36.02 in the first half. Crouch. Bind. Set. An advantage for the Bulls. Creel. He's outside running with the ball. Tackled. Places it. Forster throws it away. Bounces up well for Sebastian de Klerk. He kicks it to himself. He's speared it in the air. He's got it back to Embrose Papier. He's going to get a brace of tries. Oh, yes. Woo! Try Embrose Papier. Bonus point for the Bulls. And the Sharks look worse than the Stormers. That's hard to believe. 22 points to 0. Little chip over the top. And he finds Embrose wide open. Wow. Gee, many crickets. All started by Sebastian de Klerk on that one. Another kick attempt. This one for Pollard. 1 for 3 so far. 2.5 minutes remain. Looks good. He missed it again. What the hell? 6 points he's left begging there. Gee, many crickets. Six points left on the pitch. It is ugly already. Hayani Shamunga. It's already ugly, brother. Here's a restart down to the 22. And that's, Elric Lowe. They hit him on the knee. His knee buckled. I hope he's okay. Call to use it. Kick the other direction. He finds touch. Just a minute, 15 seconds remain in the first half. 22-0. Bulls out in front of the Sharks. It's our second and final game for the weekend. Taking forever here on the Sharks. Where's he going? He's taking his time there. He went to get a towel, wipe his face off. Here we go. Whistle blows. Substitution. Yaku Williams is going out. Yao Pancake comes in the game. I don't know if it's the HI or what. If he's hurt or what. So, Pancake comes in the game. Sharks line out. They succeed. Ross Brody. Under Estoyson, back to Tino Mavacera. Oh, Brody gets missed by the first tackler. Fights through. An advantage here. Vasil's on the ground. Ball goes wide outside. Hendrickson gets in the Hanku from Vike. You know, it's Ed Wolf-Edemeyer throws it away. Going to come back. What was the call back here? I didn't see what it was. Ooh. So Hendrik Vessel is sanctioned for running his foul mouth. So he was running his mouth, and then Morny Ferrer said, you'll be sent off next time. Not rolling away. Penalty against the Stormers. So Jordan Henderson kicks it for territory. There goes the Hooter. Oh, boy. Hooters got off 22-0. Bonus point for the Bulls, despite only having 22 points. They missed 3 conversions. Paradise atrocious. Sharks now have a chance to get back into this game from 15-meter line. What are we waiting on? Still waiting to get the line out here. Edwin Swart, unchallenged, into a maul. It's pushing down to the 5-meter line. They're in touch. Come on. And that's the hooter. That should be the half. Whistle blows. Halftime. Excuse me. All right. Bulls need to keep it up in the second half. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. It's halftime. Appreciate you all being here. I'm going to stretch my legs. 22 to 10, 22 to nothing. Take a short break here. You can take one too. I need to stretch my legs, use the restroom, and just get up here. Ugh. Put all my cold drinks in there so that they're still cold. They're cold in the cooler here, but trying to put them in there. No freezer in here. I think I've seen a mini fridge without a freezer. Interesting. Put it up the top, hopefully it'll get cold. Close. Yeah, that'll close, okay. There we go. Alright, let's carry my drinks in there. Alright. Turn on the heat for a couple minutes because it's cold in here. It's halftime. Warm it up a little bit in here over the halftime. A little bit chilly here. It's cold outside. For some reason this side is on the shade. Sun comes from that direction, which is east, which is the lengthwise end of the building, so you don't get much in the way of sunshine in here. Yeah, so it's kind of chilly out there. There we go. So we had some pretty exciting all right, so there's some great work by Harold Forster and Embers Puppy in that first half. Good teamwork here. Yeah, they did some great work. Bonus point in the first half for the Bulls. So whatever happens here, they'll wind up with 26 points. So The Sharks can still overtake them, but they got a long way to go. Sharks going to wind up 4-7 here, and they put themselves in a bad spot with a loss to the Bulls today. But the Stormers really need to worry. Their next game is against the Bulls, I think, and they look pretty hopeless right now. Check into that Connacht game. It's second half, 10 minutes in, and Connacht's still winning 3-0 over Glasgow. That's insane. And they had that try disallowed, otherwise it'd be worse. But Glasgow can turn this on at any time. Love to see Connacht pull this one off. It'd be a great weekend for upsets here. We've already seen Leinster defeated. Shocker of the game that was. 8-7. Wow. Connacht call for not rolling away. That's an unfair penalty. He was pinned in. Very unfair penalty. The player was pinned in there. So, anyway, let me check in on the war. What's going on in the war? We'll check it in on that war. U.S. and Israel announced a major military operation against Iran early Saturday after Trump threatened the Iranian regime for weeks to make a new deal with Iran's nuclear program. Before that, he threatened it with a violent crackdown. Over the crackdown. In a video posted on Truth Social, Mr. Trump said the U.S. was undertaking a massive ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical regime from threatening America and our core national security interests. Operation Epic Fury. He called on Iran's military forces to lay down their weapons and Iran's civilians to rise up and take over your government. Israel's military reported multiple rounds of Iranian missile launches targeting the country. At least 2 major U.S. bases in the region were also targeted. It's actually more than that now. Yep. House Democrats are going to discuss the Iran strikes tomorrow. Saudi Arabia said it repelled blatant cowardly attack by Iran. Saudi Arabia said Iran targeted its capital and its eastern region and attacked. The government reported the attack in an announcement of a state-run Saudi press agency, calling the attack blatantly and cowardly. Interesting. FBI teams on elevated alert since last night. Counterterrorism. France, Germany, UK urge Iran to end its nuclear program and seek a negotiated solution. That's good news for the U.S. UN chief condemns Iran operation as emergency security council meeting set. Screw him. What's his name? Antonio Gutierrez. Call for immediate cessation, hostilities, and de-escalation. Yeah, well, you people have done nothing to stop them from acquiring nuclear weapons, so you can shut up, Mr. Gutierrez. He says members of the UN should respect their obligations under international law, including the UN Charter, which prohibits the threat of use of force against territorial political independence of any state. Yeah, the problem with that, of course, is that Iran has attacked Israel repeatedly with no provocation, so they've threatened states. Zelensky, trying to curry favor with Trump, says Ukrainian people have an opportunity to oust the terrorist regime. Volodymyr Zelensky should worry about his own country. Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney said that they support the U.S. acting to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon. Wow. UK government official says amid strikes, Iran must never be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon. New York Police Department is watching sensitive locations. The only country that betrayed us was France. Emmanuel Macron says, grave circumstance. Air defenses launching in northern Iraq amid attacks on U.S. bases. Russia calls U.S.-Israel attack unprovoked act of armed aggression. Well, yeah, you would know, invading Ukraine with no basis. The Omani foreign minister who brokered the U.S. Iran talks is dismayed, says the strikes will not serve the U.S. Well, you know what you're talking about, buddy. I'm dismayed, said Foreign Minister Badr al-Busadi. Active and serious negotiations have yet again been undermined. Leave the interest of the United States on the cost of peace are well served by this. Wrong. Shows you're not an honest broker there, buddy, because you can't tell the truth about what happened. Lebanon's prime minister said they won't be drawn into the war. Anyway, lots happening there. Let's check in on the comment game. Still 3-0, 55 minutes in. Wow. Interesting. Looks like school groups are in the stands at Loftus. Might explain why there's a big crowd today. Excuse me. Why do they keep showing this repeat? This is ridiculous. Showing these kids dancing up there in the stands. They have Greekwood colors. I have no idea where they go to school. I find it so funny and strange how societies where kids wear school uniforms have such poor discipline in their society. I don't understand that. You would think that you'd learn discipline, cohesiveness, unity, teamwork, and a common goal by wearing those things. Hey, what's going on, Charles? You just checking in now? Well, the Sharks are getting slaughtered. Let me turn this heat off now. Yeah, JP, better talk to them. Yeah, pull their socks up. So I've just turned the heat off. Hopefully that air conditioning will shut off soon. It's getting warm in here now. And it's also dry heat. Very annoying. Hey, Toast, what's going on? Are they obsessed with this school group? All right, we're ready for the second half. All right, folks. We're ready to get the second half underway here. About 20 minutes late because of that rain delay. Here's a restart from midfield. Hendrickson kicks it down around the 22, inside 20. Good bounce. Who's going to get it? Ooh, Vasels can't get it, but Pollard picks up the mess. Pollard finds some space, gets it out wide to Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe beyond the 22 out to about 30 meters. So near disaster as the Sharks nearly picked up that ball. It was bouncing around back there. Vasels has it now. And the Sharks not rolling away. Call to use it. 40 minutes, 33 seconds. We're in the second half. Here's the kick. Ambrose sends it down around the 10-meter line. Taken there by Penke. Penke to Hendrickson. Jordan Hendrickson. He's tackled. Falling into the tackle. He's falling into it. And Hendrickson got hit in the head, but he was falling. But the defender pulled back out as Kane and Moody pulled away from the tackle so they wouldn't hurt anybody. So we just stopped the ball. You see that replay. Here it comes. Kane and Moody tried to bail out of the tackle, so there should be no penalty. Yep. It's not foul play. Agreed. That's a good call by Morney Ferreira. As, he went. Kane Moody went for a legal tackle, and Jordan Hendricks was tackled from behind. He was falling into him, and he was already moving forward. And then as he started to hit him, he pulled back, tried to pull out the tackles. So he did get hit in the head, but it was inadvertent and not a card. That's a good call. That's a good application of law. That's a good application of the law. Yeah, Iran needs to be, its regime needs to be obliterated. Yeah, no, Sumeri, I got you. I'm not talking about respect for the school uniform. I'm talking about respect as a person, being a responsible adult when you learn respect in general by wearing a school uniform. Crouch, bind, set. The Sharks went early. They said the Bulls went early. It was the Sharks who went early. But Yao Penke with the ball. Is it stolen? Oh boy, Harold Forster with a great counter ruck. Wow, they retain possession. Edwin Swart runs into Elric Lowe. No, that's not Elric Lowe. Who is that? Ball gets knocked backwards. Vasels picks it up. And Hidik Vasels tackled short of the 10-meter line. Papier being told to use it. Cornell trying to block it now. Little kick to Pollard. Kicked forward. Kane Moody, excuse me. And now they're going to get back the other way. It's going to bounce down inside the 22. Picked up over there by Pollard. He's going to send it back up into the stands. So the Sharks will get a line out. This is only 6th appearance in the RC. Wow. Oh, come on. It's taking a while here. 43, the clock's ticking. They overthrow it. They still come away with the ball. Middle of the pitch. Mavasiri, tackled by Nazim Carr. Back the other direction it goes. Oh, way offside where the Sharks. There's no way that Elric Lowe was onside. Ball's kicked over the top. Two Bulls fight for it. And DeClerc comes away with it. Gets it over here to Nazim Carr. Carr to Pollard. Pollard gets away from one tackler. Goes back the other way. Drives up the midfield. Nazim Carr has to save a poor pass. Oh, Kane Moody gets it back there. Old Forster. Forster kicks it, but it bounces off Yao Penke into the touch. It's a shame because Kurtley Arnsey was breaking free. They had it planned really well. My goodness. So Bulls line out from 48-meter line on the Shark side of the pitch. Uh-oh. Here's the line out. Bulls go deep. They've got it. Papier over the middle. Ball gets bounced up in the air. It's a knock on. Was it because of Morning Ferrer got in the way? He must have gotten away, bounced off him. Oh, yeah. Morning Ferrer hit him in the shoulder. Kurtley Arnsey couldn't catch him. He's a little bit embarrassed by it this morning, Ferrer, but not really your fault, buddy. Here we go. He's no morning stand, says the announcer, Matthew Pierce. Crouch. Fine. Set. Comes to the near side. Kick forward. Curtly Arnson gives chase but can't get there. Yao Penke picks it up. He feeds it. Edwin Fondameva back to Vincent Chichuka. Chichuka is tied up. He's tackled. Vincent Koch, he's tackled. Call to use it. Ross Brode over the top. It's going to go around the 38-meter line, taken by Creel. That one gets through, down inside the 22, picked up by Yao Penke. That's not Penke. Who is that? Oh, penalty against the Bulls, against Kane and Moody. In front of the kicker again. That's 2 times today. All right, 6 minutes in the second half. Kind of boring so far here, folks. URC action. Bulls out to a bonus point with 4 tries in the first half, but only 1 converted. .47 minutes now off the clock. Let me check in on Connick, how they're doing. It's a lineup coming up here. Last time we checked was 55 minutes in that Connick game versus Glasgow. And Andre Esthuizen hadn't had much play in this game, down inside the 22. Ross Brode back to Swart. Brode to the near side. Hendrickson dances. He throws it out on the wing to Chichuka. Chichuka out to the 22. And Edwin Fondameva is going to score. Sharks score. Edwin Fondameva. Sharks win. Good job by the Sharks that time. Caught the Bulls napping on the outside. See if we can get the conversion here. Sharks now down 22-5. Hendrickson needs these 2 points. Looks like he's going to get it. They say unsuccessful. I'm surprised by that. The Sharks are on the scoreboard finally. Glasgow winning 5-3 now. I had a feeling. Oh, there goes Ambrose Papier up the middle, untouched. Oh, that's playing the number 9. Come on, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Pepsi Buthelezi. Tap and go. The Bulls down about 5 meters now. They're threatening just moments after giving up a try. Marcel Coetzee tackled outside. Ambrose Papier is a knock-on advantage for the Sharks. Oh, there goes Sebastian Leclerc. Give away 3 tacklers, 4 tacklers, and the 5th tackler finally gets him. He offloads it, and it's kicked down the pitch. Wow. Scrummer 22. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what they're up to here now. 30 minutes left in the game. That should have been a penalty. There was a foot in there, kicked the ball away from Ambrose Papier. And then Oxen Che kicked that ball off his left boot. It was a hell of a kick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, folks. 50-28, second half. Clock is stopped. Not sure why the clock is stopped. It's like a water break. Excuse me. 50-28. More school groups up in the stands. That's one reason why the stands are pretty full today. St. Albans, huh? Checking out the fans in the stands. (50-37). It's 22-5 is the score. Crouch. Bar. Set. Sharks pull it out of the back. Rouse Brode. Estahisen picks up a few more meters before Harold Forster drives him to the ground. Tino Mavacera with the carry. His kick over the top by Rouse Brode, the Canadian national. Ball's knocked backwards and picked up by the Bulls. Nazim Carr through the middle, off to Forster. Carr again. Somebody's down. Could be de Klerk. Space on the outside. Kanan Moody. Why is the penalty for not releasing? You had side entry from the Sharks, but they call not releasing on the Bulls. I don't think so, Morning. Side entry. Vincent Koch wins that penalty for the Sharks. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Now it's 10-3. Glasgow in front of Connacht with 11 minutes remaining. That disallowed try is going to be the difference in the game. (52-40). Lions had a great game earlier. Sharks now with a chance for a line inside the 22. Got a substitution coming in for the Sharks. Andrew Jacobs comes in. Edwin Suarez gone. Fez Mbata comes in. And Gagnani comes in as well. Whole front row plays. Except, well, no, it's not Cook, excuse me. Not straight. They turned it over in the line out to the Bulls. Huge mistake. Yep, the entire bench is on for the front row. Scrum. Bulls won a scrum. QB. (22-5), 53-31 in the second half. Looks like that Glasgow game's not going to go the way we wanted here. Glasgow's going to pull it out. Connick just can't score. Line. Set. Push backwards. But the ball's out there, and Nazim Carr knocks it on. He's complaining about it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he never touched it. Oh, he got robbed. He never touched that ball. He never touched it. He never touched that ball. That's messed up. That is messed up. The replay shows he never touched the ball. So the Sharks get the ball now. This could turn the game around right here. Sharks get a penalty. Yeah, that's crap. It never should have been a Sharks ball. Wow, the Bulls are on the attack, and hard done on Nazim Carr, who did not knock that ball on. Sharks go for the corner. 24 minutes left in the contest. Here comes a line out for the Sharks, deep. Vocolo getting ready to come in. Here we go. Nice line out. Wasn't the plan, but they got the ball. The Bulls have it. They're just 5 meters from their try line. Kick down the pitch by Ambrose Papier. Finds touch. All right, 57 minutes off the clock here. Curry Cup side not looking good for us in the tournament. Goodbye, Iran. Welcome back, Persia. Yeah, some of the Sharks bench are on the pitch. It is 11:38 here, but I didn't sleep last night, in case you wonder why I'm tired. Okay, substitutions coming in here now. Steve Satole coming in. We'll go low. Clock is on. Oxen Shea is out of the game. He said he was out a few minutes ago. Now he's leaving. All right, so line out to the Sharks at the Bulls 39-meter line. Would never should have been a Sharks ball. There was no knock on. Cornet Roll comes down with it. Andre Esthuizen doesn't get through Marcel Coetzee tackle. Ross Brode. Pepsi Buthelezi still driving inside of 22. Missed tackle. Another missed tackle. Down to 6 meters. What a carry by Pepsi. Chichuka, 3 meters out now. The Sharks threatening again. All because of a bad call. 1 meter off. Mavasera. Shame he told him back off the ball there because should have been a chance for them to steal it. Pick and go. Chichuka held up. Push backwards. Sharks threatening here, just a meter out. Here they go. Oh, the Bulls are up to the task for the moment. Vessels. Oh, Chichuka tries again. He's driven back. 58 minutes off the clock now. Pick and go. Jason Jenkins is short. Ball's available. Brode. They're close this time. Down to the post. He kicks it high into the air, to the wing. It's too much, but it's kept in by Edwin Fondemeven. And Yalpenke tackled it 7 meters out. And it's lost forward. Oh. Lost forward by the Sharks 5 meters out. Wow, that's devastating. Who lost it? Lorenzo Julius? My goodness. Clock has stopped again. Why do we keep stopping this clock? Let's see the replay. Edwin Fondemeven did a superhuman effort to keep that ball in play. So this clock is still stopped, 58-52. Try to get this last 20 minutes of the game out of the way. Come on. Checking the Connick game. 10-10. Oh, come on, Connick. A win's as good as a draw's as good as a win. 5 minutes left. Glasgow has the ball. Wow. Finally scored that try. So it's 10-10 in that game. Again, that disallowed try is the difference. Crouch. Bye. Set. Clock is running again, 59:09. Nazim Carr comes out of the back of their way that he tries for. Clearance zone kick. Clearance kick. Ambrose gets it away. And we'll find him ever. Yalpenke with the ball. And there's no defenders. Where are the Bulls? He just slices through them like melted butter. Ross Brode. Now they're in Bulls territory. Numbers on the outside. But Mavaseri loses it forward. Creel kicks it high into the air. The knock-on advantage is over now. Caught back here by Edwin Fondemeven. My goodness. We're now into the final quarter of the game. Bulls still rolling with a bonus point lead, but no points in the second half. No points in the second half. Oh, I'm sorry. I did get it right away. Yeah. My bad. Let me look at this. No. All in the first half. Check in on the Iran thing. Line up. Bulls successful. And then lost by Ambrose Papi. It was a bad bounce. Sharks have the ball again. Just a gift. Mavasera's had a big game. He's tackled. Hendrickson. Andreas Tyson. Bounces off the first player. Second, third player. Wow. Ross Brode now. 19 minutes remain. Pepsi Buthelezi met by Ruan Vermaak and tackled. Counter ruck coming. Go wide out on the wing. Andreas is met by 2 players tackled. Mapimpi. Five meters out. Advantage. Sharks have an advantage here. They're driving. Wow. Jason Jenkins down to 1 meter. Imro Jacobs with a try. That's his first ever try. Wow, Henry Jacobs has never had a try. That's shocking. That is shocking. He's never had a try. Wow. This was inevitable. He just drove him back. Yep. Wow. Henry Jacobs with a try. 62-44. Hendrickson. He's out of breath. 12-point game. They got that one, 22-12. Marco van Staden comes on now. Sharks are in the game now. They're playing zombie. Cranberries. Here's the restart at the 22. Oh, picked up. Oh, nearly caught in the air by Cobus Wiese. Cobus Wiese nearly had that in the air. Wow. That's a hell of a chase. So, Marco van Staden replaces Kotsia. And Paul DeVet is in the game. So number of changes coming up here. At least it's Willard Ruins, Trovino Jacobs on the bench for the Bulls. Paul DeVet comes in the game and straight away gets the scrum. This time down around the 22 in the Shark zone. The Bulls can wrap this up with a try here with just 15 minutes remaining in the contest. Just 15 minutes remain. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, they got a penalty advantage. Paul DeVet picks it up. Pollard is going to get Harold Forster. He gets a try. Woo! Wow. Forster with a try. And the Bulls put this one out of reach. Not enough time left in it now. Pollard with a nice carry. Gets to Forster. Does a great job putting that ball down. Wow. This is 27. A chance to take it to 29 now. Beautiful try by Harold Forster. Eleven seconds left on the shot clock for Pollard. 9, 8, 6. He's going to get this one. 29-12. Just great stuff. Great work by Forster and by Pollard. Restart. Ball's in the air. Bounces. Who's going to get it? Cobus Visa dives in the air, picks it up. Wow, well done by Cobus Visa. Pollard kicks the ball. Far side of the pitch. Knocked backwards by Kurt Aronsay. Picked up by Pepsi Buthelezi, who's tackled by Aronsay. Kenyani. And a turnover. Whoa, who got that? Harold Forster. Wow. Sharks in trouble now. Just 12 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Harold Forster with a jackal. Clock's still ticking. There'll be a line out for the Bulls after that jackal. Some strange dance. Here we go. Line out just inside the 22 now for the Bulls. Unchallenged. They come down with it. Down they go. Down the sideline. Ulrich Lowe picks up about 10 meters. Paul DeVette. Run from Mock. From Mock goes forward a little bit more. Ball's placed. DeVette. DeVette does a dummy. Paul DeVette's going to score. Oh! Can you believe it? Wow. He saw the gap and he took it and exploited it. Sharks just fall apart late in the game. His 14th career try. And the Bulls are over. This is brilliant. DeVette did a dummy, went right around Hanru Jacobs. Psyched him out. Wow. Waiting for the conversion attempt. Pollard ought to be able to make this one. 11 minutes left in the game. He's got 10 seconds on the clock. You better hurry. 8 seconds. He just reset the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and he missed it. Oh, no, he got it. That looked like he missed it. My bad. 36-12. Substitution coming. Which 10 got replaced? Here's Villarreal comes in the game now. Last 10 minutes of the game. Ed will find him ever now. Caught that. Ed will find him ever. Tackle in the middle of the pitch. Outside Sharks have it. Playing advantage here. I'm not sure what the advantage is for. Is it offside? Yep, it's offside. Once again, Kane and Moody offside. That's like his 4th offside in this game. Someone needs to have a conversation with him. Less than 10 minutes remain. Yeah, Sia Masuku came into the game when they said the 10 was replaced. It was for Henriksen. All right, 9.5 minutes remain. 36-12 is the score. Why is that? Okay, mine's not up to date. There we go. Yeah, the match for me is going to be Harold Forster. Let's check into this other game. It should be over by now. It is over. Sharks down to the line. They're in. Jason Jenkins. That was too easy. Jason Jenkins with a try. So Connacht scored. They beat Glasgow. They beat Glasgow in extra time. Wow, I don't know if they made this conversion. Man, oh man, some upsets this weekend at URC action. Leinster and Glasgow both losing. Oh, the try's no good. It's a forward pass. Going to go to TMO. Just want to see the end of this Glasgow Connacht game. Did he get it? He didn't. So the final score is 15-10, and Glasgow is beaten by Connacht. Wow. Connacht wins that game. That's incredible. So Glasgow picks up 1 point for a bonus point. They're going to go to 45 points in log. But wow. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely a forward pass. No try. He's still moving the hands. That's a clearly forward pass. What do you mean moving the hands? No try. Clearly a forward pass. Clearly a forward pass. Only angle. Yep. No try. Scrum 5 meters to the Bulls. Bulls are offside, but has no impact. Started playing rugby was when the Bulls and Sharks played Loftus. Sharks won the game. Oh, Murray. Okay. All right, so the Stormers don't win. Leinster doesn't win. And now Glasgow doesn't win. Wow, what a weekend. 3 of the top 4 teams lost. That's crazy. So the Bulls are going to get a bonus point victory here. That's going to take them out to 30 points, but it'll still leave them in 8th position. No one can catch them now this week. Here we go. 5-minute scrum for the Bulls. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, it's early engagement to me, but all right. 36-12. Just about 7 minutes remain. Nazim Carr to Creel. Paul DeVette's going to dig it out. Ball's kicked down the pitch. DeVette finds touch, but where's the mark going to be? It's a good mark out around the 10-meter line. Good kick by Paul DeVette from his 5-meter line. Sharks for the line out now. 7 minutes remaining. Here's the lineup. That's Dyson. Julius is tackled and it's poached. The Bulls steal it. They've got it. They go wide. Marco Funston, Escom bouncing off tacklers down the 10-meter line. Ball's available. Sharks trying to make a mess of things, though, just lying on the ground. Back to midfield. They go outside to Curtly Arnsey. Julius gets him by this jersey. Hasn't tackled him yet. He picks up a few more meters. Down the 10-meter line, Curtly Arnsey. He wasn't at a breakthrough this game, but a nice little gain right there. Creel does the dummy. Cuts back inside. Nice carry down to the 42-meter line. Villy LaRue tackled as he kicks the ball free. It bounces over the head inside of 22. What a great kick from Villy. Oh, Masuku's in trouble. He's tackled at the 10-meter line. Wow, great job by the Bulls. It was a great kick by Villy. He got hit hard, too. 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes remaining. Kenyani. Kick over the top. .22-meter line. About 5 minutes remaining. Bulls taking all day to get this line out. What's taking so long? 5 minutes remaining. Can you stop the clock because they're sitting around bullshitting? Clock's still dead stop now, 75:07. Ganyani comes over with instructions. Time back on. Lineout's not challenged. They come down with a Cobus Visa. Tackle release. Ball's available. Picked up and went up the middle by Forster again. Very alert. Oh, Sharks dive on the ball off their feet. Yeah, diving on the ball. This time it got called. Jenkins did it. Sometimes do anything to get the ball back. 4.5 minutes remain. Sharks trailing desperately behind the Bulls. Man of the match. Papier, Forster, Moody, DeClerc, or Julius. It's definitely not Moody. Forster's my man of the match. Kick to the corner by the Bulls. It's about a 6-meter lineout. Chance to score one more time. Run that clock up. Get those point differential going. The Bulls right now on the log are a plus 5 point differential. So every bonus point they get here, every point is great for them. Cobus Visa comes down with it. Maul driving forward. There it goes. Jean-Andre Rudolph. He's short. Advantage against the Sharks. Bulls. Villarreal kicks it to the wing. Unfortunately, it's going to go to the Sharks. Not the correct distance he needed. Looking for Kurt Laird. So they're going to come back for the penalty, though. Offside by the Sharks. I'd say tap and go. Forget the line out. All right, 4.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes remain. Collapsing the Maul is a call. And they're going to kick it. Villarreal's going to kick it for the line out. There you go. All right. Going to have about 3 minutes left here. Here's a lineup. This time it's stolen by the Sharks. Just 5 minutes out. Ross Brody attacked the 2-meter line. Gets up, takes off. Outside, and we'll find a way back to Brody. In touch. Got a foot in touch over here. Bulls line out. Clock ticking. 77-20. 2.5 minutes remain. They picked Ambrose Papier now. It was Harold Forster. What a ripoff. What a ripoff. Harold Forster is the one that did the best job. He came in third. People are not paying attention. This disrespect for Harold Forster really gets old. The guy played brilliantly, picked up meters, set up tries. Papier got his tries because of Harold Forster, both of them. Lineout's good for the Bulls this time. And Stovino Jakob's in the game. He had carry. Jean-Andre Rudolph with a pickup and carry. Jean-Andre Rudolph down to 1 meter. What a big carry there. Driving. Oh, they're short. Bulls trying to get it with 1:40 seconds left. DeVette. There it is. And there's Harold Forster with another try. My man of the match. Yeah, now they're saying, what kind of game is he having? An unbelievable game. Harold Forster with another try. 2 tries for him, and he set the other 2 tries up. Wow. All right. 41. Less than a minute remaining. 8 seconds of the shot clock. And Creel makes the kick. He missed it just wide. 41-12. Why are you putting the score up there, David? Not very helpful, thank you. Ball's left on the pitch, picked up by Hendrickson. Out to Esterhuizen. Lorenzo Julius cuts back inside. And he tried. Kurt Arance, and he was fighting with. That's the game. That's over the hooter. He was fighting with Kane and Moody. That's going to be the game. That's it. 41-12 is the final. Bulls get it done. Wow. Congratulations to the Bulls. Thanks, everybody, for being here. That's going to be it. We'll be live on Chris Wyatt Reports at Colonel Chris Wyatt here in a little bit, about an hour. We'll have the Oosthuizen family and probably Bruce, the service dog, with us, doing a live conversation with these guys here from the hotel. So I'll see you over there. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done already, and we'll see you in about an hour, okay? Congratulations to the Bulls and the Lions, both who played quite well today. Same for the Stormers, who look like a bunch of JV guys that really don't know how to play the game. Disappointing. Anyway, hopefully they'll pick it up. 41-12 is the final from Loftus Versfeld. Congratulations to the Bulls.